Yeah, I just stay at work after. I'm gonna be here till like 11 tonight because I have to pick up my family from the airport. So
Oh, okay. So I don't know if anyone else is meeting or is available.
yeah, I'm not sure either. Do you have any questions on the app? Because I have a few. I don't know if you could answer them for me.
Okay. Well, I don't. I just want to know what else needs to be done and what else I can do.
Yeah.
I think the game that I was working on, just not gonna add any more to that. I think the core of that game is done though.
Okay. So are you able to get the game to work?
Yep.
Because I'm not sure if I have gotten it to actually run on my system here. Let me share my screen real quick.
Okay. And I don't know what happened or why Evan was asking for who overrode or something about the code.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. I see your screen now.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I go over here to our team project on
Right.
here.
Oh, I'm not able to see it there though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't able to run the PHP code, and I wrote a comment there because I don't know, I just couldn't.
Oh, because I don't think GitHub supports PHP.
Right, you have to run it through localhost. So I have the
Okay.
exam actually running, but I don't know how to do it. That's that's the only thing.
Let's see.
And I was watching the video, but actually, the part where the PHP code runs and stuff like that, Chris is
Uh-huh.
explaining. It like cuts in my on my side, and I cannot go forward or back because just quits playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm not able to see my game either on there.
Yeah, because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I would get to here,
Right,
we come into our document, our project, and here's our index, right?
right. Right, I see that, and I'm able to see that. If you go in and get some words into that, you will be able to. The first field and the one in the top, it's gonna give you the general topic for the cards. For example, French.
Okay.
Yeah, and then just add with that button. The first one. First, you have to add the topic, right? And then you have to add inside of that, you have to add something else, like vocab, for example, or something. And then add it with that button. That doesn't work. Use the other one. Use the one that you use first. No, no, no. Just remove that line.
Okay.
Well, because that's gonna break. Yeah, remove that. Add the title right there and use the button that's next to you. Yeah, that one. It should work. I made it work at my work computer. So let me show you if you want. I
Okay.
uploaded that into my hosting.
Okay.
Uh, so actually, you can access it if you want because it's on my host server. So it's on the internet.
Okay.
So you
And
just
where's
have to
that
go
at?
to CIT361 dot creatingux.com.
Awesome. So in here I'd add Spanish.
Right.
Hey, it's working. Aha! Yeah, it's interesting because this suggestions thing, that's what I've implemented.
Okay.
That's the Ajax.
May I see your screen? I'm just seeing you getting excited.
Oh, that's probably like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's like what is he saying? Okay.
Well, because I couldn't get my code to run, because this right here is the GitHub, so that doesn't allow PHP.
Right.
But this one, click on this one right here does allow PHP.
Right.
Anytime you're gonna do Spanish, it will give me suggestions. That's the part that
Oh,
I had worked on.
excellent. And then you can add, and you can see my game is working in there too.
Okay, let's try it. So Spanish.
Go in, and then topic, vocab or something, and then use the same button that you used previously, or the other one. I don't remember for some reason.
Is it this one?
Let me see. Let me see. How did I make it to work? No, that's not gonna work. That's gonna break. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna run it on my side. Okay.
Okay.
While I'm doing that, you can still play with it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Let's see. I decided to upload it onto that server just to see if it was running right, and it was not just running on my local machine.
Correct.
CIT that, and on my side it's not wanting that index.html. All right. Yes, I see it. I see the test, and then okay, testing, and all right, it's asked, and then going to the test, Spanish, then add. How did I do it at work? I noticed one of the buttons was actually meant to upload a topic or so. Let me go into the HTML. Let's see, sources. The index.html. Topic. Okay, that's the button. Add. Okay, add subject, add topic. Spanish. It brings vocab. Oh, let me see. There's another field there, vocab. Let me see if that's working. It's not working. Lord. One of these buttons is not doing anything.
This might be, let's see. So this button right here, the second add one.
Yeah.
Unclick add subject. That's not it.
Add topic, it's the one that's not working actually.
Well, why do we have all this weird code right here?
Which one?
This right here? I don't think that's supposed to be there, is it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't want to mess anything up though, because I know that Chris was trying to put it all together.
Yeah, that's why even I tried to work my CSS within a div, with a specific ID, so I didn't mess anybody else's CSS. All my CSS rows reference to that ID, and then the rest of the elements inside.
Yeah. So the top,
So
it was topic, right?
right,
Add topic, and then in here.
what we can do and what I did at work was actually, I debugged it just to see what button was actually calling that function.
So let's see, we have our model, our hints. Where's our main JavaScript?
The main JavaScript, it's inside of the project, then JS, and then model JS.
Okay, so we just renamed it. I'm wondering, let's search for add topic.
Yeah, that's the one that says JS, model JS. Yeah, that's the one.
Function add topic.
Right.
The element ID form subject.
Can you debug it with the Chrome tools?
Yeah.
Or whatever you have. That would be good, just to see which button is calling that function.
So I come here.
But then it looks different on yours.
Yeah. So if I go here, I add math. They're giving me 2 divs.
Right.
That's so different.
Right. Let me go in. I'm just doing this same thing on my end with the let me see, sources, and then the JS. Inside of that JS, that's the one that I want to see. Let me look for the add topic function. Here it's going to be kind of harder. And let's see, remove.
Oh, let's see.
Did you find anything?
So this, if you see here,
right,
this form subject, that's the first input. Does that make sense? So this one, shouldn't it be form topic here?
Right.
That's, because let me try, because I could, if I'm on here, on yours, I'm in, this is yours. So I'm in Spanish. I can add the topic here.
Right.
Cool. Then click, there we go.
But the topic is at the same level.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, that's interesting because when I click here, it changes the assess. Yeah, so something's happening there.
Use the first button. After that, the first one. I saw something like that now. And the second one is not calling anything. How? Yeah, it's not adding the...
yeah.
And I thought that plus button would do that, but it's not doing it.
So there seems to be an issue because once we click on here, as you see, this placeholder is going to change to topic. But it definitely, the add button's not changing that. So I'm not sure which piece of code is saying, hey, switch this.
Right. Right. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to look for that and try to debug it with Chrome tools. What line of code is that around the add topic?
Add topic is, let me see, search for it again.
Let's go.
So by the way, Brandon, do you know any Spanish?
Nope. Everyone in my family but me.
All right. Okay. What was the line? Sorry, I was just wondering.
So like my mom, she speaks Spanish because she's from Mexico.
Okay.
And then my brothers and sisters all gone on missions to Mexico, but I went to the Caribbean.
Really? Where do you go?
I went to Trinidad, and St.
Okay.
Lucia, and Barbados.
All right. Yeah. My mission was the U.S. actually. That's why I speak English.
Sweet. Where did
And
you go?
then I went to New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right above Chihuahua.
Awesome.
Okay. It was line what? 600 something you said?
No, where was it? Function. 361.
361.
Yep.
Oh, we're up on the 3,000. Wow.
Or just 361.
Oh, 361, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. 361.
Yeah, a lot of this code, like down in the 2000s, I have no idea. I'm just like, okay, I lost. Got lost.
I understand a lot of it, but not all of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Chris is a lot of
I
this.
see, I see, I see. Okay, I'm gonna debug it. I see the add topic. So let's see, I'm in here. Let me go just one level up and then Spanish in and then card and then boom. Yeah, it's firing it actually. When you say add,
Uh-huh.
it goes in, grabs, then gets the name. Yeah, it's firing it, but for some reason it's just skipping everything. So the button is responding. Let me show you if you want.
Okay.
I'll share here. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Let me find. Oh, I'm lost. Okay, right here. Okay, you see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add something here, like the topic. I'm inside the Spanish topic here,
Okay.
and then I say test. And then when I click on add, it goes in here, right?
Mm-hmm. And grabs
Then
that element.
grabs the element, but var name is not getting the form subject dot value.
Oh, wait. The form subject's the part it's not getting?
Yeah, it's not getting any value here
What
with
is...
that.
So with your debugger, where does it show you the variable names? Like, oh,
Right
name
here.
equals nothing. Oh.
So it's not grabbing anything. So once comes to the name dot length, it's gonna be 0. And then since it's not bringing anything, it's gonna skip it.
So go up really quick
All right.
to that same spot. Document element by the forms.
Ah, I see what's gonna happen. Let me see if I can reproduce it. This is not gonna bring anything. It's gonna pick up this one. Let's test, and then I'll go here. Okay. You see?
Yeah.
It's picking this field.
But that's not the field that we want it to pull from. We want it to pull from, let's see.
And you see it went into the condition. And right there, I got a test topic.
Wait, so is it go back up really quick in the bottom? In your
okay. I'll just fire up again. So it brings me to that place. Okay. Right there.
Form subject. We need to change that to form topic.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I think that's just the ID that's not working right.
yeah, because that form subject on line 362 should be form topic. So if you
Okay.
ch- so if you change the code to form topic and run it, you should be able to pull from that then.
Okay, I have it on the server, and let me see if I can go with FileZilla really quick.
But so the interesting thing that I wonder though is if that's supposed to not be there, because I think the DOM, someone has it to where if you go inside of the topic, it actually changes the topic to be that ID. That's what I'm wondering there if that was trying to be done.
Well, actually, this is the add topic. So there's another function called add subject, right?
Oh, correct. Yeah.
So I think this is just a little mistake on that field.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if we change that, well, right now it's working. So, for example, I go into test, and now I can add the cards.
Correct.
So I want to add, I don't know. I think we have to
You have to
use
click
this.
plus, the plus sign on the right.
Right. And then, you know, other and that, and then vocab, and then save.
So then, does the game work as well too?
I think so. I'm gonna add one more just to have
Okay.
two cards. Oh, okay, sorry, I have added a bunch, but anyway, I'll just go with these two, save, and that's it. Okay, if I go into here, memory match,
Mm-hmm.
right there,
Awesome.
the
So
game is there. So you have this, Papa, Mama. It's not the one. Father, doing that, and then
awesome.
so that's what's doing. So I think the error is just in here on the ID. It has to be changed to form topic,
Okay, that makes sense.
right? Should I make the changes on the server? This is a copy from my server, so I don't think it's gonna affect anything.
Yeah. So if that you're fine with that, yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Um, I'm probably gonna. I want to try to create another game to put in there because I mean
Okay.
I've done mainly the suggestions part, which isn't that much. I feel like Chris wrote a ton of code, and I'm just like, oh,
Okay. Yes, that's how I feel too. Well, I think I have written some of it. If you go, let me open the code. Well, you have it right
yeah,
on your screen. Can you share? So I
yep.
don't. If you go down, way down to towards the end, there's this part with the global variables. Right before that, it's all the code for the game. So if you go down, down, more. It's towards the end. That's all Crease's code. It should say, okay, hold on.
Okay, yeah, then this area, create new board, load memory game.
Yeah, all that where it says memory game towards memory game end. That's the code that I wrote up to there.
So here,
Oh, you have passed it. I think. Yeah, right there, from there.
2370 to 25, so about 200 lines of code.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. The only thing that it's missing probably it's a button to restart the game. You can restart it by going into the menu, no problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you have any other idea that I should add to that game?
Not any that I can think of. It's just basically now just I feel like it's already working. It's just now we have so many ideas for other games that we could do, but
We don't have that much time though.
yeah, that's the
I
problem.
think we have to stick with whatever we have. And I haven't used any of the Ajax, and I want to see if I could use some Ajax. Did you have the functions for Ajax already?
Yeah, so I did the
Working?
Ajax in this hints JS.
Okay.
And basically what this does is it does that little suggestions thing.
Okay.
So I
It
came
brings
back
it from the server, right? Or from
correct
where?
from the server. So like on here, like if
Right.
you're adding a topic and you're like, oh, I want to add something like Spanish, it gives you suggestions. So
Oh, okay.
it'll go to the server and say, all right, here's you could do science, you could do social studies. I'm going to add more to it.
So
So
you're
like,
reading it from text file?
yeah. So
Oh,
I'm reading it
awesome.
from,
Or is JSON?
where'd it go? Right here. It's actually PHP.
Okay.
But basically it just goes and just pulls, but it does the Ajax request in the hints.js. This is where
Okay.
it does the actual request.
Okay.
It goes out and then gets that from here.
Okay, I'm gonna upload probably a JSON file just
Okay.
with different messages or things like that. I'm gonna figure out something to add JSON and Ajax to the
Okay.
game. If you have any idea right now, how could I use it? They're welcome.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing was for me trying to figure it out what to use with Ajax because Chris was like you could just pull in like weather information and stuff, but obviously I think something that could be worked on is the CSS because I know that I'm not sure how far what was his name? How
If you
far
go into
Christopher
the
got in.
CSS, oh, okay, okay. Hey, what happened with what's his name?
Andrew?
Andrew. Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea as to what happened with that. As well as
right.
Evan.
Yeah, Evan has shown, and he has some code out there. If I have pulled some of the latest changes, and he has a Evan.js with
Mm-hmm.
the card, with the flashcard code. If you go into the sandbox, and if you go into Chris's folder, you will
Uh-huh.
see the first attempts of the flashcards.
In Chris's folder, you said?
Yeah, down below where it says, but I don't think it's in there. It should be in your local folder though, because I don't think though that has been pushed to come alive. It's in the repository, but since you have to run some PHP,
Okay.
it hasn't shown there yet. So if you go to Sandbox, Christopher Kears, and then load his index HTML on there. If you
On
load it,
the project?
no, on Sandbox.
Oh, let's see. The sandbox.
Yeah. Then
And
I think
then Christopher.
right, and then project structure or something like that it's called.
Yeah, project structure.
And then index. If you load that, if you open it, you will see. You see the memory game and a flashcards button.
Correct.
So topic, yeah,
Are you
add it.
still seeing my screen?
Yeah, yeah, I see your
Okay.
screen. And then go into the topic and add something else inside. Oh, just double click on the name of the topic. Yeah, right there.
People.
Right, and go in and go in. You have to go in before, and right there, yeah, you can add some cards. And then just save them, and then go into the flashcards, and then click on the flashcard. Click on the rectangle.
Oh, and it goes back and forth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's I think what Evan had done, but I don't know if he included it into the project folder.
Correct. So we need to get this kind of over there.
Right. So that's why I was asking Evan, did you upload it into the project folder or just
Okay.
left it on the sandbox for Chris?
That makes
Because
sense.
yeah, I saw it. I saw his code, but I moved mine to the main project. If you see the memory card, it's gonna look a little bit different because there are some things that I didn't do on that code. I started working on the main code. But it still works. It still works. If you click on the button for the game, you will see the game there. Also.
Okay. That makes sense. Awesome.
And as I explained on the video, if you have a card that has more information, for example, just on the main page, or if you want on the one that's on my server, you can add a flashcard that's like a big concept or a big paragraph. Yeah, there.
I can add, what was that?
You can add some flashcards, and then I'll tell you. All right, go into one of those and add the topic. Remember, you have to use the first fill. And then add, yeah. And create some flashcards there. Just a big paragraph on the definition. All right. And so if you want, just load that into the game so you can see. All right. All right. Click. All right. You see?
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. It should be. Oh, I see. I see. It didn't have the time. So just go ahead and start the game again and try to see if you can load the bigger. Let's see. Right. It gives you the rest of the text up there.
Where at?
And where it says you have done in one move. If you open the big car first, you will see the rest of the text inside of that div also.
Oh, crap.
What happened?
I clicked on the don't click and it caught me in
Okay, just reload it.
refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
Memory match. Oh,
Right.
okay. Got it.
Oh, there, yeah. Yeah, it cuts it in the card, but you can see it on the div.
Okay. That makes sense. And maybe something we could do as well is if you, That's something I could probably work on. That would make sense. That I could understand. So, like, if we did this card, we do like an on hover, makes it bigger.
I try to do that, but if you scale it, it is gonna scale the text too. Also,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, I
Hmm.
try to do that, but we can do probably on hover and filling that spot there with the div instead of the click. I can have it on mouse over because it's actually with a event listener that's doing it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll look into some stuff and I'll see what I can keep implementing. Hopefully, I think I'll probably send out a hangout to everyone or a thing to say maybe we should meet Thursday night to get ready to
Thursday night,
record.
it's gonna be hard for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it on Friday anytime. Probably in the afternoon, 1, 2, 3, or whatever time.
Okay.
I don't know. The thing is, I'm going to the temple that day, so.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So I'll just say would Friday night be a good time for everyone to get together to record? To
Right. Friday works for me. Pretty much any time after 11 o'clock a.m. my time.
okay. I just sent it out. So
So on Saturday night, we have to have all the code. And one of the things that I noticed that we have to work on is the responsiveness. If you make it smaller, some of the buttons overlap.
correct. So and also probably work on the CSS too. So
So, so what do you think I could be doing? Should I add to that game or work on some other stuff?
I would say right now I feel like the two games work great. We obviously just had to put over Evans, but I would say the CSS right now
The
is probably like the
CSS.
biggest thing
All
because
right.
there's not a lot. I feel like we could do with tons of Ajax.
Right. And you have already implemented Ajax, so we are
Yeah.
covering it. We are
Yeah.
covered on
So
that.
yeah. Besides, I'm not really sure what else we could do regarding that.
Yeah. The thing is, I was thinking we have to move probably the project out of GitHub if it's not gonna run your part.
Yeah. Well, I think what we could do as well is we don't have to run it on GitHub when we do our presentation. We can just run it because we're just recording what we're doing, and then we
Right.
can just put it somewhere else.
Right. As I tell you, I decided to upload it into my server just to make sure that it was working online with no problem.
Yeah, that would work too. So once we get all the code done, then we could just put it on your server, and we could probably present from there.
Right. Do you have a? Well, yeah, we can do that. We can do that definitely. Um, I can actually upload the finished product. I just go ahead and upload it into that subdomain that I created.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'll
So
keep thinking of
CS.
ideas, and if I do, I will let you know. I don't know what else we could do because I feel like it's the function, the app as a whole is functioning well. So
Right. Right. We have to bring just Evans code into the main project
yeah,
and probably just style it a little bit more.
yep, I agree.
And well, that would be it. So I'm not gonna be able to work on this until probably Friday.
Okay,
Friday, but I can work pretty much the entire day on Friday on these things. So I just want to know what everybody else's think, so we don't rework stuff.
yeah,
If If Chris is gonna take care of the CSS, I'm okay. So I just want to see what else I can do to help out to finish the the project.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I'm going to try to meet with Chris just so I can see if there's anything else because he seems to know a lot about this. So I want to kind of
Right.
get with him and ask him a few questions.
Okay. At what time are you meeting?
I haven't. He hasn't said yet what time he can meet. So do you want to meet? I'll let you know.
Yeah, I would. I would like to be on that meeting if possible,
Okay.
just to be in tune with whatever it's said and whatever agreements there are there.
Okay.
So we don't overlap on each other's work, and I have something else to help out if somebody takes on some features or something on the code,
Okay.
then I could take something else. I think the memory game can stay like that. No issues.
I think it looks great. Obviously, we need to get rid of some of like these things, for example.
Right.
But
They need to be hidden and probably use the field that's out there with the save button with the plus sign.
yeah,
Yeah.
because even this, like, we probably need to get rid of this and get to this.
But the weird thing is that looks great in GitHub. Then I do the pull, and when I get the latest version according to GitHub, I get all the buttons. So I don't know what's working wrong.
Yeah, me neither. Because yeah, this is the same code as in GitHub. I don't know why it's not working.
Right. And when I
Unless,
ran it locally, it looked the same. So probably yeah, we could hide all that with if it's a div, we can just go ahead and hide it directly with CSS.
yeah, see, I have everything up to date, so I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Let me see if I do, but I think I do. I
Because
pulled it this morning and I saw Evan's new code.
homepage here should
Right.
be homepage here, but it's not.
Right.
Inspect here.
Well, it doesn't have all the code there though. Doesn't have the memory game. The memory
True.
match game is not there.
But so my question is, where is this pulling from? Oh, it's probably because he hasn't updated it.
Right.
No, but that wouldn't make sense because it runs from here.
Yeah, it's running from the repository.
So I don't understand why it's not working.
Right. I don't think it's updated. If you inspect the code, you won't see the last code that I wrote. So I don't think it's updated yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see, and I'll let you know when I get with the Chris to go over that. So,
Sure. Do you think that's gonna be today, tomorrow?
hopefully today, but I have meetings. I have another meeting in like 10 minutes, so probably tomorrow.
All right. If it's tomorrow, just let me know. Send me. I'll leave a comment in the community, and
Okay.
then I'll just check it out.
Okay.
All
Sounds good
right.
to me.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and I think we figured out why it wasn't working properly. It just
Yeah.
I'll modify that on my server just to see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Have a great one.
All right. You too.
Bye.
See ya.
See you.